Hey, what's up? John Sonmez here from SimpleProgrammer.com. I am catching up on my videos here on my cruise, finally taking some time. I get stressed out about not getting my 2 videos done every day. It's crazy. This is like my 3rd one for the day because I'm catching up a bit. But it really does stress me out. Like, I cannot not do what I'm supposed to do. Like, it really irks me. I suppose that's good. I suppose that's kind of the discipline that I've built. But I was trying to like say, well, you know, I've got plenty of videos in buffer. I don't really do videos on the cruise, especially if I'm not feeling it. But you know what kicked my ass? I'll tell you what kicked my ass a little bit. Was I was listening to The War of Art, again, by Stephen Pressfield. You can check out my reviews on that. I think I've got 2 of them actually. One with Manny, my good buddy Manny. We did a review on it because it's one of, both of us, that's one of our favorite books. But anyway, in that book, my hair is probably all crazy, but anyway, in that book, he was talking about this idea that like, oh, I know, he's talking about, I forgot the author's name, but they asked him if he, only writes when inspiration strikes, and he said, yes, I only write when inspiration strikes, but fortunately for me, it strikes at precisely 9 o'clock a.m. every day. And I was thinking about that, and I was like, wow, I was like getting in this funk where I was like, I don't really have anything good to record on video, right? I don't have any good videos to make. And you can tell the difference here because like when I'm talking to you now, we're just having a good conversation. We're just having some fun here. Whereas some of my other videos, probably some of those I did just before this on the cruise, were a little bit forced, where I was kind of forced trying to come up with something to say. I mean, I've got the topic, but I'm not being, I'm not trusting the process. Oh, trust the process. Let's plug the trust the process shirt. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, I wasn't trusting the process, honestly. And so the thing is like, I'm trying to think where I was going with that. So anyway, my whole point is that like, that struck me because I thought all I have to do is go out on the balcony and take my phone and record the video. I don't have to like record it on one of the beaches. I mean, if I do, that's great. But I could even set aside the time and say, okay, 15 minutes, I'm gonna record a couple of videos or go up on top deck or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. The point is that if I just say I'm gonna record videos and just trust that the inspiration will strike, it will, right? I'll come up with something. I will say something. I will make some kind of entertaining video because I'm just an entertaining guy. So that's it. That's the truth. So anyway, I forget exactly what I was going to talk about here. Oh yeah. So with this, what I was going to talk about here was, oh man, I don't know if I should even like broach the second subject, or this subject is kind of good. This idea, maybe I'll just stick with this and save the non-connectivity of the internet for another day, another video. But yeah, so it might as well just, here, we're switching it on the fly. The video is now about this idea of not waiting for inspiration to strike. So this is one of those things, again, I've been struggling with myself, and that really kicked me in the ass. And so just something that I've been thinking about a lot since I re-listened to that. I actually had to re-listen to War of Art because it was the only like good audiobook I had on my phone, and I didn't have time. I couldn't download anything else because my internet connection is crap. I've got like a 2G connection while I'm in Mexico. When we're at port and we're at sea, I don't have any. So I was re-listening to that really good book. I've listened to it probably, the audio version, probably 15 times or so. I could almost recite it, but yeah, so I mean, it's just a constant reminder. And that just goes to show you also that, if it's a really good book, reading it multiple times is going to be valuable to you, right? And so, so you should think about definitely, some of these excuses that you make, right? And like I said, this is something that I've been struggling with, that I'm fighting to overcome all the time, is just this, especially with videos, when you're producing so much, or even with writing, it's like, how long are you going to, how long are you going to have inspiration, right? Some days you don't feel it, and there's been periods of time where I really just don't feel it, and what I just have to do is just say, look, this is my job, is to create the videos. This is what a professional does, and I'm just going to turn on the camera, and I'm just going to talk at the camera, and sometimes it's going to feel like shit, and sometimes it's not going to come out. But I can't hide. I can't say, I'm not feeling inspired right now, right? It's got to be, in my mind, pretty much, aside from some really, rare occasions, it's got to be 2 videos a day. Because if that's what I'm committing to, that's what I have to do, and that's what a professional does. It doesn't matter if I feel like creating videos, if I feel like writing. You see what I'm saying? And so it's the same thing, right? If you're doing anything creative, if you're creating anything, if you're a professional, you've got to just sit down, and inspiration strikes when you sit down, right? You just make the schedule and you decide it. Same thing, even, I could apply it to my running and say, man, if I only ran when I felt like it, I wouldn't be running very much. I didn't feel like running today. I didn't feel like running 5 miles in the humidity after, going ziplining and stuff and drinking a couple of shots of tequila. But did I do it? Yeah, I fucking did it, because that's what I've committed to do. That's what I am about, is doing this. This is like part of my life. So yeah, so there you go. That's what I got for you today. If you haven't subscribed already, click that subscribe button below. Click the bell so you don't miss any videos. Another reason why you want to click that bell is because when I do special sales, I do videos that are time sensitive. So you're going to want to click the bell to make sure you don't miss some of those super sale videos. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.